Hey everybody, Cody with Princess Craft with me. Today, we're gonna go through the basic operations for the 2024 Tab 320 Boondock Edition. So starting right up front here, let's go over how to get this thing hooked up to your tow vehicle. It is gonna ride on a 2-inch ball. Coupler is gonna be real easy to latch once you use your manual crank tongue jack here to lower down onto your tow ball. You're just gonna slide this latch forward, and you wanna make sure these two little ears right here drop into that hole. If you're there, you should be good and latched. When you go to release, again, you're gonna pick up and then you're gonna slide the latch back. And when you're into that orientation, you should be released from your tow ball. A few other things that we need to hook up to your tow vehicle is gonna be your safety chains, which are gonna be these guys right here. They need to create kind of a basket or cross underneath the coupler and then clip onto your tow hitch. The other thing you're gonna need to do is hook up your safety breakaway cable, which is gonna be this right here. It does need to be on its own clip of some sort, whether it be a carabiner clip or a D-ring quick link style hookup onto your receiver hitch. On its own, do not fish it through your safety chains. We've also got your 7-way hookup. It's gonna plug right in. This little long raised area right here is gonna go to the lid side of the 7-way on your tow vehicle. And to make sure it's fully seated inside the lid, there should be a little tab that sits down and should go behind this tab here on your 7-way cord. This is gonna run your lights, turn signals, brakes, and everything is gonna come through that while you're plugged into your tow vehicle. Moving on back into your storage bin. In here you are gonna have your propane cylinder. We've got your stab crank handle, and you can just store some other things in here. But to get you all set up and going here, we do have your propane cylinder. To get you hooked up, we're gonna take your propane pigtail. It's gonna thread onto your propane cylinder. You're gonna crank that open, and this is gonna provide LP gas to the trailer to operate gas appliances. When you need to take that cylinder out and get it refilled or exchanged, you're gonna close your cylinder first, then you're gonna remove your pigtail. You will undo the clamping system for the cylinder, and you're gonna lift your cylinder out. Now you can transport this in your tow vehicle or another vehicle. It does need to be in the upright position for transport, and then you can take it and get it refilled, exchanged, bring it back, put it back into the holder, reconnect your pigtail, turn the cylinder back on, and you're back in business. Moving on around the side of the trailer here, we are gonna be equipped with your cassette toilet door. Behind this door, you will find the cassette for the toilet. To get this out, we're gonna lift up on this little green tab, and then we're just gonna pull this out. Now, this does have to be emptied. This becomes essentially your black tank for the trailer. To empty this, you're gonna swing this out. You need to take it to a toilet or a dump station of some sort to get rid of what's in it. This button right here is gonna be a vent, so this doesn't create a suction as it's pulling. So you're gonna push the vent down, tip it out, dump it out until it's empty. Now, if you need to clean it, you can remove this door on top. You can twist this little lever right here, and that's gonna give you access to the inside of the tank. So you can take a water hose or a high pressure jet of some sort, rinse this out, and continue to dump it out and get it nice and clean before you put it away. Now, before you reinstall everything, make sure that that is closed. You can put that door back on, swing your spout in, and then you're just gonna take this, and it should slide right back up in there just like that. When you close this, you do have 2 latches, and it also has a key lock. All right, moving down the side of the trailer, wheels and tires, you got one on each side. Check your tire pressure. Tire pressure is going to be recommended on this tag right here. For this trailer, it's going to be 50 PSI. Check your lug nut torque, 100 foot-pounds of torque on those guys. Make sure they're good and snug. Make sure your tire pressure is set. Be safe while you're traveling. All right, 30 amp shore cord connection. This is real simple. You're going to have a cord with an end like this on it, kind of an L shape, 2 sort of round connections. Going to line all that up in there. Plug it in, give it a little twist, and then take your lock ring, secure that lock ring nice and tight. We want a good tight connection there so we don't get any overheating or arcing that may occur if you don't. Just behind that, we're gonna have your wet bay. It's gonna be where all your water hooks up. Water's actually gonna come in from underneath the trailer. There's a little like plastic finger door there. It's gonna come up through this plastic door on the inside, and it's gonna allow you to make your connection to your city water connection right here. Now I say city water connection kind of loosely on this unit because it is utilizing the Nautilus system. So one connection, and then you have to pay attention to your valve settings up here. As you can see, we've got a power tank fill, dry camping, city water, winterize, and sanitize. So depending on what you want to do, you want to make sure that you have the valve orientation set correctly. You've also got your outside shower here. It's going to be a quick connect there, hot and cold water. And on the other side, you've got a water pump switch. That's going to turn the pump on and off so you don't have to go inside and outside when you're doing certain processes. The red switch on this unit is not utilized. All right, and on this side over here, you'll see we've got a cable and satellite port. On this unit, the cable port is utilized. And then above your light here, we also have your portable solar panel input. All right, so just underneath the wet bay, underneath the trailer, we're gonna have some things going on here. We're gonna have your dump here for your gray tank. We've also got your freshwater tank drains, your low point drains, all controlled by either a pull valve or 2 turn valves. All right, so on the 320, this trailer is equipped with 4-corner stabilizers. So once you get things leveled, you're gonna wanna crank your 4 corners down, and you're gonna be using this crank handle here or a drill attachment if you so choose. But all you wanna do is run this down to the ground, and you wanna apply some snug pressure. These are not designed to lift, so make sure you don't over apply, but just enough to apply a little bit of pressure to the unit. Now on the other side underneath, right next to the stabilizer, you also find a quick connect port for a gas connection. LP connection for an exterior, cooktop, griddle, something like that. It's gonna be a quick connect connection, and it also has its own shutoff valve here. So if you want to get gas to flow, you'll hook up to your grill or griddle, turn that gas line on, and that'll allow it to flow. When this is turned to the on position, you cannot disconnect. So you do have to close this off to get that to disconnect from your LP gas hose. Once you get it all hooked up, don't forget to put your dust plug back in. All right, on the door side of the trailer, what we've got here is we've got exterior 110 outlets, and we've also got a Lagoon table mount. So you can take your Lagoon table from the interior, mount it out here on the exterior, and give you a flat working space if you want to do any cooking or hanging out outside. All right, so on the inside of your entry door, you will find a little trash can, if you will. And you've also got your fire extinguisher. It's got a gauge on it. Make sure that needle's in the green and replace it as needed. All right, so our kitchen is fully equipped here. We've got our refrigerator with a little freezer up top. Control knob's gonna be up here in the top right-hand corner. 0 to 7, I believe, is the setting, so choose where it works best for you. We've got your 2-burner cooktop with a electric ignition on it, so it's really easy to light. No longer need a stick lighter or matches to get lit. Just remember that your glass cover here is to increase counter space. It is not a warming plate. Don't light your fires and then close that down on top of them. It could shatter on you. Got a nice sink here, hot and cold water, window with your privacy shade. So you've got a day and night shade here. Window operation, so we've got, and this is gonna apply to all the windows in the trailer. We've got stays on each side of the window with little lock knobs. So what you wanna do is support the window, loosen up those lock knobs, let the window close, and then you can rotate your latches to secure it for travel. And then one other feature on these windows is that they do kind of have a ventilation spot. So if you look at the latch here, they also have a groove right here in the middle. So if you take these and you run that latch right there in the middle, it partially allows that window to vent without being fully open. So kind of a nice feature to have there if you need a little bit of ventilation, but you don't want the window completely open. Overhead, we do have some storage. Underneath the kitchen, we do have some cabinet storage. One thing you will find in this one is you will have a 110 outlet and a 12-volt accessory outlet back here with a cigarette lighter style plug and 2 USBs. So to gain access to the outlets under here, you've got this little cover right here in the back corner of your countertop. So right next to the entrance door, we're gonna find our battery disconnect switch. It's just a simple rotating switch on and off. Vent right here is going to be for your air conditioning or the Air8 system that they're utilizing in these. On the other side, we're going to find our battery heat switch. So this is going to be for your lithium installed batteries to keep them warm during colder temperatures. 12 volt accessory outlet. We've got your GFCI 110 outlet. So remember that if that's tripped, that'll take down the rest of your 110 outlets. Next to that, we've got your WFCO auto detect power distribution panel and converter. 110 breakers, 12 volt fuses. I always recommend carrying some extras of those just in case you blow one. And then in the back here, we've also got your CO and propane gas alarm. So that dude will make a bunch of noise if you get carbon monoxide or a propane leak in here. All right, so the TAP 320 utilizes the Lagoon table. This thing's pretty cool. It's got 3 levers on here for adjustments. Top lever here is gonna be for your table head pivoting, so you can decide how you wanna do that. You've got another one under here that you can loosen up for the so you can physically rotate the head. And then you've got 2 clamps here that are gonna be for clamping force on the mount that allows it to slide up and down. And you'll probably utilize both of these more when it's on the outside mount than you would on the inside. Okay, let's go over how the bed system works in this. First things first, let's take these 2 little corner cushions here and let's move these out of the way. And what that's gonna allow us to do is pivot our couch back, because this needs to come all the way forward until you hear all the clicks come out to allow this thing to lay all the way back. Now, real quick, while I've got it back, you'll see a couple things back here. We do have a 12 volt accessory port in the back, a 110 outlet, and then we have a couple of storage compartments back here as well. Now, to finish making this into a bed, what we're gonna do is you've got a slide on each side that's gonna come out. And then you're gonna slide your cushions down and make your fantastic sleeping space. All right, a few things to show you underneath the bench work inside of this unit. It's gonna be on the off door side. We're gonna have, with your power converter, we're gonna have some electrical wiring. We're gonna have some duct work in here. Biggest thing for you is gonna be your Victron Smart Solar Charge Controller. You're gonna need access to that to get paired with the Victron app for the, so you can monitor your solar. On the other side, we're gonna find the optional Battleborn lithium battery installed. And you've got a little bit of storage space in here as well as some duct work as well. Underneath this side of the bench, you're gonna find your Air8 air conditioner. And on this side of the bench underneath it, you would find your Aldi unit and some plumbing access and some other things going on under there. All right, controls for some comfort in this thing. We've got your Aldi control and we've got your Air8 control. Aldi's gonna control your heat for the trailer for the inside, and it's also gonna control your hot water. And the Air8 is gonna be your air conditioner for cooling it down in here. If you wanna get into the menus of each of these, check out the new camp videos that they've released on controlling them. We've got your microwave and we've got your radio up here that also has some HDMI inputs, USB on it, so you can get that thing connected up and run DVD players and fun stuff. So right next to the entry door, we're gonna find your light control switches, porch light, accent lighting, which is gonna kind of be right here by your shades on each side, your sink lighting, which is gonna be for your kitchen area, and then porch lights for the outside. And then we've also got your water pump switch here, so you can turn the water pump on inside, outside in the wet bay or inside here. And then we've also got your monitor panel. You'll push the corresponding button here, whether you wanna look at your freshwater tank or your gray water tank to see what the levels are on those. Overhead, we are equipped with a Dometic fan. It's gonna be a 3-speed operational fan with airflow in or out. So you're gonna crank open the lid. Now these do need to be run with the lid open. You're gonna set your speed and then you're gonna choose your direction of airflow, and that's gonna kick the fan on. Center is just if you just want vent. The other thing is the ceiling light here is controlled with a push button. Last thing to check out is gonna be our bathroom. So inside the wet bath, we're gonna find everything you need. We've got your toilet, shower, sink, so you can wash up. We've got a mirror. We've got a weather colored toilet weather covered toilet paper holder so your toilet paper doesn't get wet. To operate your toilet, we've got your push button over here for pump control, which is gonna provide water to the bowl of the toilet. Once you get everything done there, you're gonna have your lever here that's gonna open up the flap and allow everything to go down into the cassette. Sink back here, you're gonna have your hot and cold control knob here. So you can catch water in this, wash your hands, do whatever you need to do. And then you've got your shower mount up here. So you just pull your sink head up here and it becomes your shower. All right, that wraps up our basic operations walkthrough on our 2024 TAP 320 Boondock Edition. If you have any other questions, check us out at princesscraft.com or check us out in Round Rock, Texas or Katy, Texas.